Summer is drawing to a close, and soon kids and teachers will be heading back to school. This week on TV5, we're featuring a back-to-school report each day. Tonight, we're focused on school safety. Alyssa Thurlow joins us now in studio with more. Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Brady. Yeah, over the summer, districts across the state have been busy preparing for students. That includes reviewing and updating safety protocols. I sat down with the Bangor School Superintendent and their school safety director to hear how they're keeping students and staff safe with a push of a button.
We want to hear the voices of our students and our parents to see how we can do better with that, but that is a priority of ours.
As Bangor School Superintendent James Tager and his staff turn the page on a new school year, they remain focused on keeping students safe while learning. Over the summer, the district has been working diligently to revamp their website and communication methods. This year, they've added the new App2G communication system to their toolbox. In the coming days, families will receive a message from the school department that will introduce them to the technology. Once that message is received, families will be signed up for new alerts and will not need to respond.
At some points in time, parents may receive two messages, one from the old system, one from the new system. That's okay. We want to make sure that we get all the bugs worked out as we move into this new system and make sure that it's working effectively. And so we're communicating that to our parents and our families.
School Safety Director Ray Finney is responsible for overseeing security practices within the district schools. As required by law, the Bangor School Department has a variety of safety plans in place. Earlier this year, they unveiled a new security badge alert system called Strategic Crisis Alert. All staff members wear a badge that will allow them to request help if needed from anywhere on school grounds. Bangor is the first school district in the northeastern U.S. to use the emergency alert system.
And I think the way that we send alerts to parents with the new system, I think it'll be better. They'll get it through phone calls, through text messages, and through their socials.
A number of threats and false reports were made to Maine schools last year, raising concerns among school administrators and local law enforcement. Finney says through those swatting calls, they've learned to better communicate with first responders, school staff, and families. As always, if students see something suspicious in school or online, it's crucial they report it to a trusted adult.
Our administrators are here. They're here to listen to students, but they can also tell teachers. They can tell ed techs in their classroom. They can tell the crossing guard. Anyone that they feel comfortable with, they should be able to let them know that something is going on in their school, and we will take that information and look into it more fully because we want to make sure that everyone's safe. We want to make sure everyone has a good day at school and is happy to be there.
And more information on the district's school safety protocols can be found on our website.